What is up, guys? Welcome to another video, and today we're going to be talking about Horizon 2 because recently, over the last weekend, I have just fell in love with the game again. It seems like with every game and with my mood, my mood swings, you know, everyone has them. Everyone has them. It seems like, you know, I come in and out of games, and you know, I've always liked Horizon. You know, I always have liked the crew, but I have kind of up and downs with them. And at the moment, I'm loving Horizon again. I'm not sure if you guys remember the video I made when the demo first came out. If you don't, I'll quickly play that now.
10.
It's happening! It's happening! Oh my god, it's happening! Oh, I'm in the game, big boy! You can see that I was literally just, I was over the moon, you know. I was so happy with the game. I loved it, and this was only a demo, and now I'm starting to feel that again with just everything. I'm starting to feel like I have more motivation and more, you know, just I don't know. Just, I'm okay. As soon as I start like loving Horizon more, it just seems like everything else gets happier. Like Horizon is such a happy game, and then everything around it just gets happier. It's so hard to explain. But Horizon, back to Horizon. You know? Let's not talk about me being happy. Let's talk about Horizon. An amazing game made by an amazing studio, published by an alright publisher. That's basically all we can say. You know, some would argue that, you know, it's not that great. Look at the sales. You know, it was 2-1 from Drive Club, and I would argue that that's only because of the PS4 sales. If this was on the PS4, it would have quite easily outsold Drive Club. I would say personally. But as a game as a whole, it's amazing. You know, the car list is tremendous. You know, in hindsight, the races can be improved. They do get a bit repetitive. But even then, when you are racing and you are enjoying it and you're not overplaying it, the races are fucking fun. In addition to that, you know, you've got your livery editor, your multiplayer, which is extensive, and you've got all these additional things which you can do. And then if we compare it to the crew, because that's obviously the only competition that we can actually compare it to, it just wins in every single way, besides the size of the map, in my opinion, that at least. It's great. Like, Horizon is great, and for me personally, looking back on last year, that is the only game that didn't flop from last year, and I called it back then. You know, people were saying this game is going to last 10 years. I'm obviously talking about the crew in this instance. You know, people were saying, oh, this game's going to last 10 years, you know, Horizon's going to be awful. But I genuinely believe, and I genuinely mean this, if Horizon 2 was not an Xbox exclusive, that would outsold everything. You know, that would be the Goliath of the racing game franchise. You know, even now, like, I would argue Horizon is one of the biggest franchises in, you know, racing games today. You know, I'm not talking about Forza as a whole, I'm talking about Horizon. You know, if you haven't got an Xbox One, you want Horizon, and if you have got an Xbox One, chances are you have got Horizon. That is how it goes, you know. And like, I think it's so well rounded, and it might sound like I'm fanboying here, but I'm really not. Like, I've played a lot of this game, you know, almost at like 70 hours, and that might not sound a lot for you, but considering, you know, I've got to make YouTube videos, I haven't got much time on the weekends, and I'm very, very busy generally, that is a fucking lot of hours for myself anyway. You know, the game hasn't even been out for a year yet, and that for me personally, that's quite a lot, you know, because I don't have much time off. Overall, Horizon, it's such a well-made game, and I don't quite see why people hate on it, because people do hate on it. There may just be PlayStation fanboys, people who are jealous, but this game, the one that you're watching on your screen right now, it is the best racing game to come out of last year, and I will quite gladly say this is the only game of last year that did not flop. You know, obviously from my own opinion, you guys can have your own opinions, but for me personally, this is the only game that last year that didn't flop and that didn't disappoint and didn't, you know, do anything wrong. This was the perfect game from last year, and I called it, you know, I said that this game is going to be the one that we are still playing in 2 years' time, and I can say hand on heart now, you know, from what I'm feeling right now, this game will last me till Horizon 3, and when Horizon 3 comes out, damn, you can be expecting some videos, because I want to play that shit. And, you know, in addition to this, I'm going to be announcing the Horizon Racing League. So, as you can tell, I'm really passionate about this. And basically, some people on the forum, StraightUpHippo.com, if you're not already signed up, you can go and sign up. But some people in the mini chat were like, you know what, why don't we make a racing league out of this? You know, why don't we get some streams going? Why don't we get a full-on racing league going? And I'm going to make a video about that later on today actually. It's gonna be a double upload, and you know, we're gonna make something out of this. You know, like there's no point sitting here saying it's an amazing game, they're not doing anything with it. We need, like, obviously make videos already, but let's take it to the next level, you know, and that's what we're going to do with this Horizon Racing League, and I'm going to explain about in a latest video. Horizon, you know, it's got the soundtrack, it's got the cars, it's got the atmosphere, the women, it's got everything, you know. In the intro, I mean, if you aren't hyped or you haven't got any motivation to play Horizon, I highly suggest you to go watch that E3 2014 trailer, and then you will be hyped. You know, I mean, that trailer was so good. The intro music is now my intro music. You know, the song in that trailer is now my song in my intro. You know, that, like, it should tell you everything really. And I am in love with Horizon again. There's no way around it. I'm actually in love with this game again. So hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to smack the like button, subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Peace.